So out here just scanning some of these terraces that have a lot of cover in them, but in all reality, this fence line along down here, I'm excited to get down to and take a look. The loader season have a lot of footage of deer all along that fence line. So while we're out here today, we'll be setting up some trail cameras along there as well, and maybe scoping out some areas to set up that tree stand. Alright, so we're on the fence line proper now, and this fence line is going north-south. I've just been going out maybe 25, 50 meters and then coming back. Got some fresh batteries in the trail cameras, so we're going to redeploy them out here while we're out here today. I just came across this area along this fence line that has quite a bit of a pretty good game trail along here. Not too far away from the cedars that I sat under late muzzleloader season. So we're going to go ahead and set this up and see what kind of activity we get along this fence line here. Alright, so we're about halfway through our trek today, about a mile and a half in. We walked that entire north-south fence line, didn't find anything, a lot of signs, but just didn't come across anything yet. There's just acres and acres of cornfield out here too, so they could drop them out there, coyotes can take them out there, who knows where. We just don't have enough manpower to cover this entire area, but we're focusing on the fence lines. Maybe we get lucky here. But we're at a point right now where the north-south fence line meets up with the east-west fence line. So this kind of creates a corner behind me that taking a look at scouting for next year, putting in a tree stand. Unfortunate part is there's quite a few dead trees in here that have been busted up or just isn't in a great position. So I'm still going to be looking along here as we venture on further to find a good tree that might work for a tree stand that we can set up later this year and get ready for next fall. So been a fun day so far. I appreciate watching along, and we still got a long way to go, so hopefully we find something yet. These are those two big rubs that I saw during shotgun season, but looks like a really good pathway in and out of this bedding area going into the fence line. Nothing yet, but apparently it's a very good area for quail. I just busted a covey of about 5 quail. Had 4 go that way and 1 go that way, so we might meet up with him yet. So fun. Heart pumping. Alright, just came across this pretty large bone. Could be from cattle that were here, but as far as I know, there hasn't been cattle on this piece of ground or anywhere near here for many, many years. So I don't know, it's pretty dark. Maybe it was down in the river and coyote pulled it up out of there, but it's quite an interesting little find. setting up a trail camera along this river just to get some footage of what kind of activities along here. There's all kinds of animal tracks in the mud going through here. Obviously quite a few coon. I can see some shells in the river that they are clam shells that they're getting into, but I know deer use this corridor as a way to travel along here as well, so it should be kind of fun just to see what we capture on here. We'll stop back in maybe a month or so and pull the card and see what we got. Out on the permission piece today, and been out here for a little over a mile shed hunting. All I found was this little dink that must have been a deadhead and been there for a while, but been out here for a little bit and just about ready to turn to go back to the truck, and I came across a big deadhead. It's fresh from this year. Looks like I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5, 10 point total, at least on one side that I can see, but we'll go up close and take a look. Well, that's bigger than a 10. We have a bona fide 12 point. Gosh, that is a shame. Got some good character to it. A little brow tine, looks like one. The G4 got broke off on this side. Wow. We are definitely gonna have to turn that into a skull mount. That's just too nice to leave here. So I just got off the phone with the fellow young hunter who hunts the property across the road. On my way home, I had remembered that he had shot a nice buck out there. He called me back in November about that during bow season, and the road allowed him to go track it, and I think he even engaged some tracking dogs for it. So they couldn't find it at that time, so I don't know if that buck lived and roamed around the area and then eventually just died where we found it. So anyway, gave him the opportunity to tell me how many points it was. In fact, he said 12, and he sent me trail camera photo of the buck that he got preparing for the season. So we have a match, and we have some good closure to the story for that buck. So glad to help out a fellow hunter. I'm sure you'll have some good memories with it, and I'm sure you'll make a nice skull mount out of it. So we'll see you in the next.